Hello everyone, today I'm going to show you how I made this extra large budget-friendly curtain rod. It's an easy DIY project anyone can do. Also be sure to like this video and subscribe for weekly DIY projects. For this project you'll need some electrical conduit, some spray paint of your choice, a compression coupling, some knobs, a hot glue gun, wall hooks, and you'll also need curtain rings and a pipe cut.
Oh no! Oh no!
What'd you do?
Cut this out! I'm nuts!
The first thing you need to do is measure your window space. You're going to want your rod to overlap your windows on either side, and then you're going to also need to add about a foot for each angle that you need. So I needed to add a foot to my length for one 90-degree angle. I also wanted to add at least a foot to either end of my curtain rod so that the curtains, when they were open, wouldn't overlap the window space. Because my conduit only came in 10-foot pieces, I had to add a couple feet to my one long piece to make it long enough for my window area. I found this little tube cutter in my yard when I was doing some gardening, and for some reason I thought that it would be the perfect tool for this. You'll have to watch and see how that turned out for me. So I would recommend getting a new tube cutter or another type of pipe cutter for cutting your conduit and getting a nice straight edge.
Six and a half hours later. Eventually.
Once you figure out how to get your pipe cut, you're going to use the compression coupling to attach any pieces that you have. If you don't have to use these, that's always best. You want to try to get one solid piece of conduit if you can, but if you have to use these, they work pretty good and they hold the pieces together. Once you have your pipe put together, it's ready to bend. If you don't have the tools to bend conduit, I did notice at my hardware store that they offer conduit cutting and bending services there. So here I'm just marking the center of where my angle needs to be. To cap off the end of my curtain rods, I chose to use these little wooden drawer knobs. I like the look of stained wood and black together, so that's why I chose these, but I think you could probably use any knob that you liked. Off camera, I'd also spray painted my rod and we're just waiting for that to dry. Since we'll be gluing our knobs onto the ends of the curtain rods, you're going to need to put your clip-on curtain rings on first. Then you can go ahead and add the hot glue to your knobs and stick those right onto the end of your rod. I'm using these wall hooks that I also spray painted black as a support for my curtain rod. I went ahead and pre-drilled some holes and then screwed these in about every 3 feet for my rod to hang on. Once your hooks are secure, you're ready to put up your rod, and then you can add your curtains.